What if I told you that a young Nigerian girl who once sold puff puff on the street is now one of Africa's youngest billionaires? This is the inspiring true story of Amina Bello, a woman who turned struggle into strength, poverty into power, and built an empire that changed millions of lives. Stay with me because you're about to discover how she became known as Africa's reluctant billionaire. The night it was hot in Kanu, and the power has just got out again. Under the flickering light of a kerosene lamp, a young girl named Amina Bello sat on a wooden stool, scribbled notes on a torn exercise box. Her father, a humble tailor, looked at her curiously. He said, Amina, why are you always writing at night? He asked, wiping seeds from his brow. She smiled faintly and said, Baba, one day I will build something that will make this family proud. One day the world will know my name. Her father chuckled, thinking it was childish imagination, but Amina was not joking. She was born into struggle, yet her dreams were larger than the dusty streets she walked on every day. By 17, Amina was selling puff-puff at the roadside after school, saving every naira she could. When her mother fell ill, she used her entire savings to pay hospital bills. Amina brother said, why do you always sacrifice everything? He asked her. Amina then replied, because one day money will not decide whether we live or die. After graduating from the university, she moved to Lagos with just 5,000 naira in her pocket. Lagos was harsh. She lived in a cramped one-room apartment sharing space with three other girls. She worked as a cashier in a supermarket. By day and by night, she took free online courses on business and technology. One day, while scrolling through her phone, she noticed something strange. Thousands of women in rural areas were producing handmade fabrics, spices, and crafts, but none of them could sell beyond their villages. She whispered to herself, what if I create a platform for them? She launched HerMarket, an online store dedicated to women entrepreneurships. At first, nobody trusted her. She begged market women to list their goods. Sometimes, she takes photos for them by herself. For 6 months, she had zero profit. She wanted to quit. But one night, her phone buzzed. A large order had come in from the UK for handmade African fabrics. It was her first international sales. Tears rolled down her eyes as she held her phone. It has begun, she whispered to herself. Within 3 years, her market became Africa's largest female-led e-commerce platform. Investors started knocking. Journalists wrote headlines like "The Village Girl Who Built a Digital Empire at 32." Amina Bello became the youngest female billionaire in West Africa. She stood on global stages, her bright Ankara suit dazzling under spotlights. But her success came with enemies. A rival company hacked her website, politicians demanded their share, and distant relatives came with endless requests. One evening, her father called from Kano. Amina, remember wealth is not about what you keep but what you give. Those words really struck Amina very well. Later the following month, Amina began investing in education for girls. She built tech hubs across northern Nigeria where young women could learn coding, businesses, and digital skills for free. In an interview, a journalist asked Amina, what is your greatest achievement in life? She smiled softly and said, it's not the billions in my account. It is the millions of girls who now believe that their dreams are valid. Wow. On her 40th birthday, Amina returned to her village. The same dusty streets, the same small tailoring shop where her father once worked. Children gathered around her, chanting her name. She looked up at the sky, tears glazing her eyes. She said, Baba, you are in the heaven now, but now they know my name. And so, the girl who once sold puff puff by the roadside became a woman who changed the destiny of millions and millions of Africans. That is how she becomes Africa reluctant billionaire. That word reluctant self, it's just be as if she just wake up one day. Wow, African reluctant billionaire. Is me alone? Sha, I love this story. I don't know for you, Sha. If you actually love this story, let's engage in the comment section below. And until then, it's a wrap up, guys. Until my next one, it's a wrap up from me to you. Stay safe and be good to one another. Peace out.